I think that is live. Okay, hey guys. So today we're going to be talking about female hypoagency and female hyperagency. So the basic explanation is the societal assumption that women lack agency, and hence they don't need to take responsibility. So a person with hypoagency is not held to a high standard when it comes to when it comes in terms of responsibilities and accountability for something that you've done. So, for example, when it comes to children, children have hypoagency because we don't actually take a lot of the things that they do seriously, things they say, and so they're not held accountable or criminally accountable for most of the things that they do. Especially when a kid's actually coming with your knife, and a 7-year-old kid is, yes, you're a little scared, but you're not scared for your life because you know that you can actually take the thing away from the child and move on. And hyperagency is the thought that, or the belief that men have more agency than they actually do. So literally, you can just blame every bad thing on men, but forget all the good things they've done, and that's what we've been having these days. So the hyperagency part is actually coming for men, where every bad thing that's been happening in the world has been attributed to men, while all the bad things that happen to women and men together and women alone, somehow women don't take accountability for that particular act or those particular acts. So yeah, SFM. So what do you think about it?
I love Google because all I had to do was type in "woman spared jail." That's it. Just a plethora of shit. I'm like, God damn! Like literally, there's one where a judge literally said hates sending women to prison. This bitch stole like $38,000 from her bosses.
So and that they don't want to send her to prison, is it?
Yeah, the judge said he hates sending women to prison. That's some simp ass shit right there. Oh God, no.
Yeah, even in India, I think it was. They said that a lot of a few recent judgments came out saying that we have to take into factor that the accused is a woman, and so we have to give her a lesser sentence. And on top of that, there's another national policy that says that a woman can actually get out after, I think it was after serving 30 or 40% of their jail time.
I'm just gonna keep posting these articles. Fuck it. I just keep finding. I swear to God, just keep finding this shit. I'm just scrolling down a little bit, and
yeah, I think you dude, there'll be a fucking plethora of them.
And motherfuckers don't understand what I was talking about when see, men need to stop simping. Quit this shit. Quit this women holy and thou innocent children bullshit. That's not what it is. It's not what it is at all. It keeps going on. Why? I have no motherfucking clue. Oh damn! It keeps getting worse. It keeps getting worse and worse.
Is my microphone fucked up because I think I actually shifted it the other way?
Yeah, I cannot. You hear it sound like you're underwater.
Yeah, one second.
And it just, that's why when we sit there and they're all like, women do this and do that. It's like, shut up, motherfucker. It's like the dudes are allowing this shit. They put the pussy on a pedestal. They're just, they're such amazing motherfuckers and blah, 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 and all this other shit and so innocent and sweet. It's like, shut the fuck up. That's some simping ass shit. I don't know. I don't know how to wrap my head around this right now. It's just.
But the thing is, I think in a way it actually does make sense if you look at it evolutionarily. Like if you look at the cost-benefit analysis, about reproduction and what the women had to do, because they have this big fucking trump card, right? Reproductive ability. So they wouldn't actually have to do much to present themselves as valuable to the entire community. And on top of that, back in the day, women, since they were actually rearing children, if they went out and did shit like hunting and so on, the death of them could actually mean the death of basically the kid as well. And they're going to be acting like more like objects than anything else. So they'll have what they're going to do is their agency is actually through the male. So what they want done, they're going to be telling the males to do it, and the males are going to be doing it and enforcing whatever the females have actually told her to do.
Duh. Yeah, like, I don't know what guys don't get that shit. Like, that's how it works. You see it all the time. Why do you think when you see, like, if you see a couple in public, it's almost like the woman is basically steering and guiding the man through subtle actions or just certain phrases and shit. And it's the most hilarious thing to see. Because that guy is like, he's a fucking guided robot at that point. That's a broken man right there.
Okay, Viber wants me to do a joint video with DFM and Sandman.
You trying to make him sell out, dog? That's what's going on? See, knew this shit. Summertime come, motherfuckers like, yeah, let's have everybody sell out. That'd be dope.
To be honest, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Sandman.
If you do one with TFM, you know Callie's got to be there and all that other bullshit and the whole troll squad. And
TFM, I'm still kind of, 50-50, because a lot of the shit he says makes sense. So I can't actually deny a lot of what he says. But I don't know. So
it'd be hard for me to stay mad at that motherfucker sometimes. Like I'll accidentally turn on one of his videos. Like, shit, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Turn the shit off.
You can't just say that. No. He's not saying what. But Sandman, a lot of the things. There's a lot of repetition. First of all, yeah, obviously because there's only so much you can talk about, which is relevant for us. But I don't know. He says a lot of crap that doesn't even make sense. For example, he even spoke about the vagina having the ability to control your mind through some chemicals. I mean, what the fuck was that? I don't know when the fuck. I think that was 2 years back or something. He did a video based on that. I'm listening to that. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking? I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your brains, but that's not fucking possible.
Sorry, I'm clapping something.
Yeah. Hey JK, what's up? Bullet, Vibov. I don't know who the fuck else is on. Looks like my usual. I think a few guys are missing. Not Ryan. I don't know who else. Let's see. When they come in, they come in. So yeah, SFM, can you actually screen share?
What do you think? I'm a basic bitch? Yeah, I know how to screen share.
No. I'm asking if you can. I'm not saying if you know how to do it. If you can do it now, that's what I'm asking. Because a screen share that article about the female who was let off.
Oh yeah, hold up. Which one? Because I got a bunch of them up. So
the ones we were talking about, the ones we were fucking talking about, right?
Which one? What about the one where
the female who got let off
after she raped daughter's 13-year-old boyfriend?
Okay.
Or do we want to go to the one where? Oh wait, I'm not. They always want me to turn off my ad blocker. That shit is annoying as hell. So let me just enable on this site. Disable on this site. All right. Yeah, disable on this site. Oh no, there we go. Reload page. Please turn off your ad blocker. Fuck you. Any shitty articles.
Oh yeah, a lot of them fucking say, turn off your ad blocker, otherwise you can't view our page and all that shit. Like, fuck that. We don't want to fucking view ads.
We need our ad dollars for our articles that we got.
Yeah, I mean, fucking cunts. They already get a shitload of money. You want more money?
All right, well, let's see. There's the one where the bitch stole all that money. There's one where this bitch was in a crash or something, and
no, the stabbing one, the stabbing one, the one that she stabbed her boyfriend.
Oh yeah, we are ruining the shit out of Bullet Rashid's day. He was like, "Yeah, having a great day." Everything's like woman spirit, woman spirit. It's like motherfucker. All right, this one right here. Let me bring up the screen share.
Yeah, TFM actually does have a lot of subscribers. So yeah, and if I do go on there, a lot of people know that India is kind of fucked up too. I don't know. Maybe I'll go. This is
gonna start harassing you, asking your IQ and all types of crazy shit.
Fucking I don't care.
Hey, when they did that shit to me, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What is this?
I don't care. Anybody can ask me any question you want, as long as you're not asking about personal life. I'm fucking fine, and I'll answer your questions.
What's your social security number?
Yeah, we don't have that here.
I don't know shit about the world.
That's only a thing in the US, bitch.
All right, I got it. You gotta click my icon.
Yeah, I did. So
I didn't. My bad. All right,
yeah,
so Oxford. Oh, you can read it.
yep. So Oxford student who stabbed boyfriend could be spared jail because of her extraordinary talent. Now, this is kind of fucked up. So this is one of the examples of female hyperagency that they don't actually. Hey Timothy, they don't actually. They're not held accountable for the actions that they have actually taken. So I mean, she stabbed her boyfriend with a fucking knife. Now, was that guy dead or not? I don't know. What the fuck does the article say? Was he dead? Did he
Did
die?
anybody see this comment right here? During
Attack
a
the man.
drink and drug fueled row.
So that's basically drunken assault, right?
They were basically
Attempted murder.
high and lit off their asses, and she just decided to stab the fuck out of them.
Isn't
And
that
yes, it is
attempted
attempted
as
murder.
well? Yeah. So, and because she was 24 and she was an extraordinary talent for medicine, they're like, you know what? We don't need to send this female to jail.
You realize she's gonna do the shit again, right?
Of course she is.
Years. Yeah.
If you're going to actually let off somebody for doing such a heinous act, what's going to happen? They're going to fucking do it again.
Why not? There's no punishment for it. That's how, like, a lot of people don't understand. That's how humans work. If there's no punishment for any actions that could be perceived as wrong or harmful to another, then the person's like, well, I guess it's okay for me to do this shit then. And they're just gonna do it again. Right there. I like it. So the pair. So basically, like they just, yeah, baby, let's get fucked up. I got some pills, and then this fifth. Well, good night.
Hey, Channel Imagination, what's up? I think I haven't seen you here before, but I think I have possibly. Wait, did you comment on my last video with this live stream with the shitlord? I think he did. I'm not sure, but he's fairly new to the live stream, I think, because I haven't seen him on the live stream. But what the fuck is that? Okay.
So basically, it was an ongoing assault because she didn't. They're basically phrasing it like she just, it was just one stab and that was it. No,
she stabbed the man, hurled a laptop at him, a glass, and a jam jar. I mean, what the fuck is wrong?
Like, no, but we need her in medicine. What the fuck?
And met her ex-boyfriend on Tinder. Fucking Tinder, screwing people's lives.
Jesus Christ, this one psychotic bitch.
When he threatened to call Woodward's mother, his then girlfriend punched him before picking up a bread knife and stabbing him in the leg. A bread knife.
Number one, here's the thing that I'm gonna point out too. See, the thing about the leg, here's the thing. That's why you'll see in movies that do a little stupid shit like, hit your femoral artery, you'll be dead, and da da da. Because it's actually true. It's actually fucking true.
Yeah, there are some particular arteries in different parts of your bodies. If they're hit, there's a very high chance of you actually losing blood.
Gone, dog.
So another version, like how this female hyperagency, or how I believe it comes out. I'm not actually even sure if it's true, but I don't know. I'll just throw it out there, and you can tell me if it's actually true or not. If you have any arguments against it, you can go for it as well. So. It always comes down to, somebody else made me do it, or it's someone else's fault. So, for example, the stab, I'm pretty sure she would have actually made up a statement saying that, it was because he pissed me off, or because he made me take the drugs, or he brought the drugs, or some shit like that. So it's always someone else's fault. And what happens with that is that women never learn from their fucking mistakes if you keep doing that. If you keep blaming others for a mistake that you've actually made, you're never going to learn from it. And you're going to make the same shit, and you're going to do the same shit again. You're going to make the same mistake again and again.
This is straight up, like this sentence I have highlighted, anybody paying attention, straight up pleasing bitches. That's all it's about. This is placating the bitches like a motherfucker. Long-held desire to enter to the profession she wishes to. Some placating that shit.
Yeah, it seems that.
Now she's tortured? Wait, she's the one. What?
Wait, what?
What she did will never, I know, leave you. But it was pretty awful, and normally it would attract a custodial sentence, so somehow, it's never going to leave her. Oh my God, no. She's wounded forever.
Yeah, she's going to have to fucking live with it for the rest of her life. Fuck that shit.
Oh, God. And then
in that case, let every fucking rapist, murderer, and domestic abuser go, because they're gonna have to live with it for the rest of their life, right?
And
that's punishment enough.
The picture, like she's reflecting. They're full of shit. They're so fucking full of shit. Fuck them. Fuck them.
She threw the job down and said, "Cash me outside."
Oh, what the fuck? And they're like, well, she's trying to cure heart disease.
I don't know. See, people like this should not be. They should not even be in the fucking medical field.
What the fuck did they? Oh, look, glasses, book. She's reading the back. She's got to make sure it's legit.
See, the thing is, what they're trying to do is they're actually trying to humanize her, so people actually have a certain bit of sympathy. That's what they're doing in this article, and that's what they've done all through. You try to humanize the female criminals while you dehumanize the male ones. So when it's a male who
say that guy's name,
huh? What?
Did they even say the guy's name?
I fucking doubt it. I don't expect it.
Because he's not human. That's simple. Wait a minute. Yeah. Whoa. Wait a minute. No, they don't. There's his mention.
She had a very troubled life and had been accused and what? Abused by another what? What the fuck are you doing? Stop jumping up and down.
Where were you?
I don't know. Okay, go down. Down. Okay. Yeah, down below the picture, below the glasses picture. Okay, so she had a very troubled life and had been abused by another former partner, her defense lawyer told the court. See, there you go.
Oh.
They made an excuse for her. That's what I was actually saying. They've already made an excuse for her.
The fucking lawyer and the judge did. They don't go fuck. It's white knight squad. They don't give a shit.
It's because somebody else did something to her. That she's actually doing this to somebody else. I mean, seriously, what the fuck? Would you ever ask that question if it's a man up there? Now, I do agree to a certain extent, a lot of what actually happens in a person's life actually changes them, the environment part. So if you have abusive parents, there's a very high likeliness that you will be abusive to your partner or kids as well. That's a well-known fact. I'm not denying that. But the thing is, the double standard is what fucks me or what pisses me off, because you don't do that when it comes to men. Nobody fucking does that when it comes to men. There was even a study conducted. I think it was a lot of the I forgot what percent it was, but a lot of the rapists in prison had actually been abused during their childhood by a female. So it does present itself in a very fucked up situation when you become an adult if you've been abused as a child. I'm not disagreeing with that, but if you're going to show the that sort of compassion to one gender, what the fuck is stopping you from showing it to the other one?
Hey, the last sentence of the article, basically the college like, I'm afraid we don't comment on certain. But my thing is, every time like there's like a rape accusation or some shit, those motherfuckers got a lot of shit to say. All the colleges got like they got motherfuckers who got scripts just coming out like, this is appalling. We don't condone this shit. We want actions to make sure shit like this don't happen. But this one, they just like, no comment. Nope. No, we ain't got shit to say about this one. Not at all. Fuck it. All right.
You know, it's this excuse that always fucking use, the battered women defense. You know, you kill your husband and you're like, oh no, I've been abused all my life. You know, he's been abusing me. That's why I killed him.
He taught me to do it.
I mean, you've got so many options to go to. You've got domestic shelters. You've got the cops on your side with the Duluth model over there. And in India, domestic abuse can only be done by men. So, and they have to file a case for it. So you've got so many fucking options for actually helping yourself out.
Yeah,
and you don't take that. You don't take that.
Down in the South, and this actually I found kind of funny.
Yep.
They have basically these domestic abuse shelters for women, but one of the main rules is they have to cut off complete contact with the guy.
Yep.
None. And I'm sitting there like, so how many bitches don't go there just because of that? And it just goes to show you something right there. Like, oh, well, all right. So we're done with this article, this piece of shit. Bitch, you deserve some jail time. You really do. Don't give a fuck how young and fertile you are. That doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
But she's not gonna get it.
You are a fucked up person. And you know what? This may sound fucked up. Hope somebody stabs you. You see how it feels. All right, next article. Turn off the ad block.
You know that I know fucking you don't like Warren Farrell, but his one of his quotes actually comes to me, and I think it actually makes a lot of sense in this context. You know, men's greatest weakness is their facade of strength, and women's what?
That's the thing. You can say that.
Wait, what? Wait, female pensioner spared jail after having sex with dog at bestiality party, claiming she didn't know it was illegal. Okay, so if I murder someone and say that, okay, I didn't know it was illegal, what the fuck? Ignorance of the law does not mean that you get fucking free.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Next article. Ugly bitch. Jesus Christ. All right. This one, car driver, and what the fuck is Sobo?
What? Sobo? What the fuck is Sobo?
I don't know.
Sobo crash. Sobo. Is that a place?
Let's see.
Oh, this bitch. Fucking, yeah, I've seen this.
What? Whoa. Am I reading it right?
Yep. You're actually reading that right. This was actually one of the judgments I was talking about. Because of her gender and her profession. But mainly because of the gender. Because if this was a male doctor, I'm pretty sure that his profession wouldn't have been actually taken into consideration.
They wouldn't get a fuck. Like, no, I'm locking his ass the fuck up now. In fact, do we got the death penalty? We need to enforce that.
Yeah, so what they say is the accused is a woman and a doctor by profession. So I'm of the view that instead of sentencing her to imprisonment, a fine may be imposed. I mean, that is the stupidest shit you can actually come off with. She's not being held accountable for something that she's actually done. And people fucking died. She destroyed a person's life. And all she gets is a fine. That's 72,000 rupees, which is about $1,200, I guess.
What the fuck?
That's it.
Murder is cheap as shit for women over there. God damn.
She's lucky because there was even a case where a woman actually got fined less than, I think, around $9 for filing a false case.
Oh man,
she actually
got the fuck out of that place.
She actually got fined fucking $9, 500 rupees, for filing a false case. The other one was she just had to stand outside the court for the whole day because she filed a false complaint of rape.
All right, we're moving on. This article was pretty easy.
Timothy, I don't think TFM actually came up with the term pussy pass. I think it was somebody else. I don't know who it was.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, but they are technically what you call a pussy pass, and it all arises, I think, from female hypoagency. And so when I was saying that, Warren Farrell's quote, men's greatest, it actually comes into play here. Men's greatest weakness is their facade of strength, and women's greatest strength is their facade of weakness. So you're going to a man with a knife is always going to be perceived as more of a danger than a woman with a knife. Or even a man with a gun and a woman with a gun, even though both of them, all they have to do is actually just press the trigger. It's fucked up, but it's how we've been programmed. Women, being more of objects because that's what suited them in our evolutionary past. So, okay, it kind of came out like this. So, inactivity would have been an advantageous evolutionary strategy for women. So, what it does is it kind of gives personal and genetic survival for minimal personal risk. But men always had to be actors because if they were not actors, any sort of inactivity, the only place where it'll go is to genetic and personal extinction. Forget personal, genetic extinction. So if you needed to pass on your genes, you had to be an actor. You had no other option but to be an actor. And so we do consider men having more agency, and we see it like that, and women having lesser agency But the problem with that always is that women get a pass for a lot of the shit that they do. Even in cases where they've killed children, where they've abused children. I think there was also, I remember a case where a lesbian couple was actually let off for abusing or killing a 2-year-old, 3-year-old child or something like that, which is pretty fucked up.
Oh, yeah, like that lesbian couple who was molesting the shit out of the little boy.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yep, molesting the fuck out of them, and nothing happened to those bitches. It's the weirdest thing in the world. It's the most fucking disturbing thing. I'm gonna go into that a little bit later, but for now, let's look at this ugly bitch. Fraudster who conned bosses out of $38,000. Spared jail because judge hates sending women to. You know, have you ever looked at some?
I need the
women
name of the judge. Who's the fuck is the judge?
Oh shit!
Is it there anywhere?
Can't say on air. I'm gonna find this motherfucker.
Fucking, I don't think they actually give the judge's name. So I want to actually see. I'm pretty sure that the judge is a man.
What did they think she was gonna do? What did they think she was gonna do? Company debit card? Really? You didn't think this shit was gonna happen?
Makeup and sunglasses for her and her friends. So she was working, and she actually ended up using the fucking card. I'm probably sure that's because she didn't have a boyfriend who she could use. If she had a boyfriend, she would have spent his money.
All right, again, do y'all see that face? Do you see this?
Wait, she also splashed $1,500 on flights and hotels abroad, including to Rome, St. Lucia, and Hong Kong. Wow. I mean, I wish I could actually fly to Hong Kong on the company's dime.
And then, this is the only time they figured it out. Only time.
Cross-check and audit invoices Franklin had been responsible for. So basically, she was responsible for the entire thing. So nobody could. What the fuck? So what? Because women are actually there, you think that women won't be doing shit. You got to be checking everybody in the fucking company.
Oh man, it's hilarious.
I hate sending to prison women who have not been to prison before. So tell me something. If you don't send women to prison the first time, then they're not going to be ever going to prison, because every time you say that I'm not going to send her to prison because she hasn't been to prison before.
His logical fallacy holds high.
Oh, I didn't send her to prison last time, so she's never been to prison, so I'm not going to send her to prison this time either because it's going to be her first time.
He probably got so many brownie points too. You're like, this is a judge who gets it. He gets it.
Fucking the offensive, sophisticated nature and evidence. And this is planned. This wasn't something out of passion or some shit like. This was something that she planned and did. So I don't understand how you can just fucking let off a person who did something, loved doing it, and then just me.
Just pay back the money. You're all right.
Did not. Just pay back the money. That's it.
That's it. No harm, no foul. It's all cool. It's all cool. Now go somewhere else and fuck some other company's bank account up.
Suit. What's up?
Genuine remorse. They realize that women don't actually have that. It's not a thing for them. They only give a fuck when there's actually repercussions. When there's not, they don't fucking care. They'll put on the act, they'll put on the fake tears, and then they move the fuck on.
And they're going to do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing would be achieved at all.
With what?
That's what the Judge Davis Super Simp QC said. Nothing would be achieved at all with a custodial sentence.
Judge Davies. I'm guessing that's a guy for sure. There's no way.
Another woman might have ate her ass up, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, a woman have actually been harder on her than a man. I'm pretty sure.
You just try to get that designer bag, bitch. You the reason why I wasn't there when I went to go buy it.
No, but the thing is, see, this is the funny part. Even in family courts, a lot of the men actually hope that the judge they get is a woman judge, because they're a lot fairer than men. Because men love simping.
Obviously, this article is just like, do you smell the estrogen cut off this shit? Jesus Christ. All right, moving on next one.
It's funny though, isn't it? I mean, a woman is more likely to punish a woman than a man is.
Yeah, makes sense. Female competition.
Yeah, female competition, I agree.
And a lot of dudes be simping.
Exactly. I think the simping is more prominent here.
Woman spared jail after she raped daughter's 13-year-old boyfriend. Why exactly?
Because she's a woman? I think I got that right. I'm pretty sure I got that right. There's no way I got that wrong.
Well, you see that name of the judge?
Judge Robert Young, of course.
Yeah, right there. Oh, God. Oh, God. Wow, fucking monster. 46 years old. Bitch, what are you doing with your life?
Okay, YBuff does have a point. No, it depends on what women judge you're going for. If you're going for the conservatives, or yes, if the feminist judges are there, then of course they're going to give women less punishment and men more punishment. I agree, but when you look at the family courts, even in the US, Canada, and the UK, men actually hope that they get female judges because female judges are more open to actually punishing the women and catching them in their lies. No, I'm not fucking endorsing female judges. Fucking MA.
Fucking see, we caught him.
I'm not saying all of them are. I'm saying that fucking hell, women judges are more likely. I'm not saying every single woman judge actually just lets every man go.
Look at this statement right here, and I bet if somebody actually spent the time, they could go back like so many fucking court cases and see a statement just similar.
I know
to this
sorry is
right
just
here.
a word, but I really am. I know I hurt people, and that's terrible. Oh fuck, so sad. That is really sad. Fucking bitch.
Oh no. Now she's like oh yeah, she helps the community. She's a good person. You know she keeps this community alive. You should have been there when she had a fish fry. A little June finally got accepted to college. You would have cried, man. Oh, this came out the blue. Number one, I've actually heard about this story before, and this shit didn't come out the blue. She was fucking that young dude for a while. Like that was a real thing.
I think they're talking about I think the whole it coming out of the blue, as in they didn't expect it to be happening or some shit like that.
Oh, bulls! You know what? Let me stop screen share. Where's that button at? Bullshit.
I'm guessing.
We've been seeing number one bitches doing this shit, and it's been coming out more and more openly because of how fast information is spread. And of course, I believe they've been doing this shit. Let's be honest, people ain't changed like that. And in my mind, it's similar to a simple thing like of a woman basically training the man they want. Because let's be honest, the bitch ain't getting it. It's not happening. We saw that ugly ass bitch. 46, you look like that. Probably fat as hell. Nobody wants you. Single mother. No. So in my sense, it seems so almost like a predatory action to basically get one young and mold them into what they want. To get from them what they know they can't get from the males that they actually seek and desire. So they try to make a nigga. That's what it looks like to me. I could be wrong, but hey. I'm just saying. It's a thought. They try to say that women are innocent and they don't do some like heinous shit that you'll see some fucked up dudes doing. But when you look, you're like, well, no, actually they do. They do that shit. Like we've talked about the stories where women are straight up by force, gunpoint, knife point, raping a dude.
Oh yeah, that's been happening a lot as well.
So I'm sitting here like, dude, my thing is they need to take off the fucking veil. The bitches ain't innocent. All right, let it go. Stop the simping.
This is funny. Okay, first one is tell me what is the probability in a country like India to find a female that is not a feminist. Okay, I agree there are a lot of feminist, even judges in India. But here's the thing: the first ever, this is not I'm not sure if it actually happened before. The first ever case where I saw where women were actually being prosecuted for filing false cases. Both the cases, it was two different female judges. So I'm guessing they were not feminists. I don't know if they were, but that's a funny thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a nail in this real quick.
No, I'm just saying.
Number one, using the word feminist by itself is really quite lacking, because you have to understand women basically act upon what is the opportunities and possibilities that is given by their environment, social and legal. So to say feminist is complete bullshit, because let's be honest, all women jump on that bandwagon to, well, look at it now, girl. Like, let's be honest, the authority has been given to them, the opportunities, they've been hoisted up, all that shit. They've been told, you got this shit, girl. And let's be honest, it's happened in history before. I mean, they just put a different word on it now. And the thing is, it's just them. That's just women. It's like basically the dependent railing against the adult, while the other adult, the motherfucker who has the last good man syndrome, is saying, well, this will be good. They'll like this. I'll get the pat on the head, all that shit. I'll be known in history. And the funniest thing is when those bitches turn on his dumb ass, because he didn't understand only qualifier was to be male. See, I don't like using the term feminist for women, because let's be honest, all those bitches literally hold what? And I don't want to hear no not all police shit at all. All those bitches literally will jump to go on that whole bandwagon like a motherfucker. Now, some might be smart enough weighing their options and say, well, no, I'd be better off pretending to be some traditionalist homemaker bitch until my time is right. So in a sense, yeah, the feminist thing, not even a thing. It's just women in their nature. And men basically making the environment more pleasing? No. Opportunistic? Yeah, more opportunistic for them than act on that. Because, again, there's no punishments for it. They can fuck up everything. It doesn't matter. See, a lot of people, they got it wrong, and they're still getting it wrong. Like, I saw something, I can't remember what it was, but I was pissed off. Women don't build families. Women don't hold families together either. That's not actually how it works. A lot of people like to believe that bullshit, but that is complete bullshit. Just like how men make societies, well, men are the one who makes families and keep families together. It's males, not women. Women can change what they feel like their whole existence is at the drop of a fucking hat. That's not somebody who's in the long haul to keep a family together. They spread the lies and people go with it. Women love the whole deceitful nature of the manipulation through media and the spreading of misinformation. It goes well with them. Because they know within that sense, especially with their indirect forms of communication they love using and manipulating so fucking much, that they basically can get a man to fall for any goddamn thing. And since they will have no remorse, because exactly how they're feeling is what is going to be reality and is justified as such, why they don't feel bad, because in their minds, well, you let me do it. So that means if I can do it, that means it's right. And there's no repercussions. So yeah, that double justifies it. So all that feminist bullshit, I don't want to hear that word. That's stupid. We all know it doesn't mean shit. It's just a different title for the same shit that's been going on for who the fuck knows how long.
And one guy, Fayaz, is asking, can we train women to counteract these bad apples? Are you kidding me? You don't train women. Women train you.
That's what a lot of those dumb fucks with their little psyop bullshit, WGTOW supporting shit. Like, yeah, we can get the women to go ahead and keep the other women in check. And I'm like, you fucking idiots. You really don't get it. You really don't see it, do you? They really just don't fucking get it. Do you think the bitch who's trying to keep the other bitches in line gives a flying fuck about the benefit of society? No, she gives a fuck about the benefit of her.
The only person who'd actually do that is probably in the event she only has a son, and to probably protect that son, because the son is
going to be a later benefit for her,
and it's an extension of herself.
So yeah, but here's the thing: you really think that, like, let's be honest, you got to remember in that situation, the main one that's actually giving a fuck about is her son, not other males. You don't give a flying fuck about that. So in a sense, the only thing she's going to do is try to keep other women away. That's it. We seen this like weird ass mother son. I don't know what there's a term for it psychologically. Shit going on. It's been projected through the years in like media and all types of shit. And it's disturbing as fuck. But the thing is, those bitches, they're not going to change anything. Why would they do that? No. They're more concerned about their particular circumstance. That's it. Everything else doesn't fucking matter. Because at the same time, that bitch could get up, find some simp, and drain him like a fucking vampire. And she likes it that way. It benefits her. There's no way in fuck she's going to change that. So yeah, a lot of times, I don't know how many times I'm gonna keep repeating myself. They're gonna be happy when I drop dead. They're like, fucking finally, shit. Christ. Now let's get back to exploiting the shit out of everybody. That stupid motherfucker tried to tell too much. So yeah, it's one of those things that I find it guys need to understand. I've said this before. Women aren't gonna fix shit, and they're not damn sure not gonna help you fix it. It's not in their best interest. You know what their best interest is? To pretend like they give a fuck. See the doubling down that's going on. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of the male capacity for simping. Take advantage of the logical fallacy that is NWALT. Take advantage of, I don't know, your higher earning potential.
Did you check if we're actually still streaming? Because my laptop seems to have gotten stuck for some reason.
No, it's still live. It's still live.
Okay, cool.
Take advantage of you who, like, literally males willingly walk into servitude. They do that. That's been a thing for the longest time. So of course they're going to take advantage of that. They know how to just cue it. They know how to biologically manipulate the shit out of you. They love that. That gets them off. And then especially the legal environment. Oh, hell yeah. They love the legal environment, man. Because it's like this. All they got to do is they don't have to do as much work as they used to. In fact, now there's a shorter cutoff point.
Is there any work at all? All you have to do is say something. That's it. You don't have to show evidence. All you have to do is say something.
Yeah. So there's a shorter cutoff point, so it's less work with bigger rewards. And they're loving it. Why would they change that? I really would love. I want somebody to actually tell me why they would change that. Because I see a lot of motherfuckers walking around. Oh yeah, we need MGTOW and we need alpha bitches to get these bitches in jail. I'm like, please make me understand how that is possible. And I don't want to hear no 5% shit or, you know, it's not impossible. It could be possible. It's a slim margin. Well, that means it's not, you ass.
Okay, hold on. Somebody's friend was kidnapped and forced to have a shotgun wedding. Isn't that illegal?
Not anymore.
I mean, kidnapping is illegal. I'm not sure about the forced marriage part because nobody fucking cares. But kidnapping is illegal. Well,
I mean, they're going to look at it like, well, why they do it? Oh, yeah. You know what? She did need to get taken care of. She was a good catch. That motherfucker was retarded for not doing it.
There was even a case recently, I think it was last week. I think Channel Imagination has actually said it. In India, there's this girl who came into a wedding, put the gun to the groom's head, and took him away from the wedding. And she's been basically like put on a fucking pedestal ever since she's done that. It's nuts.
No, it's not.
No. I mean, the whole it's the same people, like the same. Yeah, I agree that it's not nuts. I know it's I understand why they fucking do it, but it's still fucking surprising that if this was any other fucking case, there'd have been a fucking arrest, a shitload of complaints, debates on the fucking TV, and what fucking not. But this was a good act. She was strong. She was a strong, empowered, independent woman.
That's basically like, yeah, you know what? She wasn't taking his shit, and her, like, literally, you realize what they're doing is like, hell yeah. She said no. He said no. She said no means what? Yes, motherfucker. And she put the gun to his head, and because she's not taking that shit from him at all, he's gonna do whatever she wants him to do. Basically, like, here's the thing: if motherfuckers are so stupid they don't see that women would love the way to basically just be the fucking force over males. Like to be like that's why that whole matriarchy bullshit. Why they keep trying to spin that around because like yeah, if us girls were in charge, it all go to shit.
Yeah, if us girls were in charge, we'd be fucking in utopia, right? I mean, there would be no crimes. You remember the guy who wanted to come on? Just hold on. Let me just get the mail that he actually sent me. I hope he's actually here because
I actually had to say that shit to my mom once. I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. Actually, this is male society. We made the shit and all that shit, and we're the ones keeping it going. If you women feel so fucking strong and empowered, go find your own fucking continent and do that shit yourselves. Go. In fact, how about the guys all just meet rally together? Like, in fact, let's all leave. Have every dude just leave Mexico and just give Mexico to the women. That's it. Just let them in there. Just let them do their whole thing. Let them go there. Let's see how well it goes. That's it.
no, there are a lot of countries in what was it? There are a lot of places in Africa where there are matriarchies. I think there are a few states in India, well, not states, but areas and regions where the matriarchy still exists.
What do they do? What's their main economy? Like selling jewelry?
Well, here and the Indian ones, they actually men do all the fucking work, women reap the benefits. It's just that they have absolutely no power at all. No power at all, like absolutely nothing. Like even the house that they build will be in the name of the woman.
My thing is, do guys understand escaping? Like, is that not a thing anymore? It's like men just forgot how to escape. Like, I remember reading about when people were leaving Cuba and shit. They just make a fucking raft and dip out. They're like, "Fuck, we might make it. We gotta get the fuck out of here." And those dudes don't understand that. And here's the thing: I'm pretty sure those guys are a lot faster and smarter. Get the fuck out. Run. Just dip. I don't care where you go. Oh wait, but they probably can't even cross any borders though. Oh, nobody would even take them in either. Damn, they'd have to go back, and the bitches would be like, "Yeah, thanks. Well, let's go cut this dude's dick off. He tried to escape. I'm gonna teach him not to do that shit again." Damn, never mind. I don't know what you're fucked.
Fuck, I can't actually find them. I'm actually trying to find the mail that guy sent me about his system that he wanted to follow. I fucking can't find it because the minute I read it, I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm not getting this guy on my fucking channel ever again.
You know, the fucked up part is it's probably like the way everything is so gynocentric now. It probably would be the time if there was like some psycho bitch out there, just like, yeah, the fucking matriarchy. We're gonna take some shit back. We're gonna do that. We're gonna be the ruling class. Like, as much as the simping and the gynocentrism is going so hard, it probably wouldn't even be fucking impossible now. At this point, I'm like, you know, they probably get away with it. People are like, yeah, see, that's what we wanted. That's equality. Like, you fucking idiots. Like, no, it's not. You idiots. No, the fuck, it's not. That literally was a revolution, and now you're being oppressed. You fucking idiots are motherfuckers who have no real sense of abstract thought or exactly what it is to make a functioning fucking society. Now you're really going to be in servitude.
You know, they also like coming into male spaces. What males have actually built and try to change it. We see that how they're trying to change society today. We see that in the gaming industry itself, right? I mean, no more fucking misogynistic kind of female characters, no more sexualizing female characters. They're coming into the fucking comics. Everything that males actually built. I mean, which female loved reading comics like 20 years back? You fucking
None.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to fucking play a shitload of sports, but everybody, when they saw me reading a comic, they're like, you nerd, you geek. And I used to fucking play basketball for my school. I used to play football for my school and cricket. And they used to still call me a fucking
in there.
Dude, it's a fucking gamer, right? I used to play like 4 or 5 games for my school. But even then, I used to be called a fucking nerd or a geek just for reading a comic. But now, suddenly, because the comics actually become mainstream, men actually help build that and make it such a successful industry. And suddenly, women want to come and take control of it because they don't know what the fucking men are doing in those areas.
Well,
they want complete control of it.
Like, you literally can still go and Google it, male spaces, and you'll see that actually they point blank say exactly what it is. Like, women they look at these male spaces and they're like, well, there's got to be a lot of benefit, networking, resources, all that shit there. And I want to get some of that.
Okay. I got it. I got the guy's mail. The guy who wanted to come on and talk about his system. We couldn't get him on because something was wrong with his microphone. Okay, the English is kind of fucked up, so I'm going to try and correct it when as I'm reading it. So I might also fuck up in between. So pardon me. Okay, he wants to start a soul society where people focus on soul, spirit, and love. Okay, I can't get through this shit without laughing. Where people focus on soul, spirit, and love. This is not new, but it disappeared 10,000 years back. Present matriarchy system is followed by few societies, which is different from my system. So don't be confused. In his system, in my system, that's his. The man has to live at the bride's home. There should be love between man and woman before marriage. There will be no religion, priest, or any ritual requirement in the system. No God, no religion. Everything. This is the funny part. SF, you've got to listen to this. Everything decided by wife. She will decide about conception, marriage, and sex.
What?
That's the. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with. I mean, who does he think controls everything now?
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Women are the ones who are controlling all this shit. She decides when she wants to get, have a baby, because otherwise she'll have birth control, abortion, or whatever it is. She decides when she wants to have sex.
See, they're buying into a lot of the shit that's being spread around. It's basically the delusion of the male authority that is being spread around, or basically the delusion of the female oppression by the male, which is a complete lie. It's a complete fucking lie. My thing is, the reason why, like, a lot of guys who know to come around, they have this question of, why the fuck do they even care about MGTOW? And my thing is, well, here's the thing. So, you got to understand, in our current setting, and just women are given just everything, all the opportunities, all the choices, everything. And while the males are still stuck in that confined role, see, what a lot of guys are doing is saying, well, no, I'm not playing the game. I'm not bargaining with you. I'm not playing this stupid thing. We're holding all this over me, and I have to behest and do this shit. How about this? Fuck that. I don't care about reproducing. I don't care about putting a bitch in it. I'm just going to go do my own shit. Right there, that causes an issue. Because all the things that are set up for basically, like, you got to remember, everything that women really get, all the opportunities, all that shit, is all for the backs of men. But once the man says, well, no, fuck you. I'm going to do my own shit. I don't care about doing that. Because I see it's rigged. I see, obviously, you have all the leverage. I have nothing. You have all the authority. I have shit, but all the responsibility. I'm going this way, and leave me the fuck alone. And so they shame, they yell, they scream, and they holler, and all this other shit. And see, the thing is, what a lot of guys, what I wanted to fit in that part, but couldn't, is you got to remember at that point, see, that's where Big Daddy government is like, wait, hold the fuck on. Because if he's not doing it, then we got to. That's an issue. That's an extreme issue. And so through that logical path, that's why I talk about, shit going into a little sideways event that it's going to. Some people disagree. I don't give a fuck. Disagree all you want, but at least make a point while you're disagreeing. That, yeah, of course, they're going to find a way to try to put it in. Well, here's the thing. I'm saying putting it in a balance, but you got to understand, and their mentality, putting it in a balance means we need to get it back to, those motherfuckers doing what, makes us the monies. And also makes it so we ain't got to take care of these bitches. And in a sense, I was talking to a guy and he laughed. He said, there ain't no way in fuck they ever going to pull some shit like that. I'm like, all right, you think so?
Wait and
see.
So
much shit. Yeah, exactly. So much shit has been going on, and I haven't seen a single public uproar or anything. Motherfuckers are fine with it, because you got to remember that the guys that are still at the table, the guys that are still bargaining, the guys that are still doing that on the plantation, to them, it's like, all right, well, that's just what they want, so that's what happens. They literally have that mind. Well, that's just how it is. That's just how it is, man. You got to man up, figure that shit out, and deal with it. My thing is, oh, fuck that. Those guys are idiots, and you can see it. They're blinders on. They don't give a fuck. They're just going to go with it.
See, the problem with MGTOW, the problem a lot of women have, is the fact that if they can't control what men are doing, then that's fucked up, because women's entire control is proxy control, right? I mean, they control somebody and then get that person to do these things. Yep. So the more that MGTOW grows, the less men they have the ability to control. and that's bad for them. On top of that, they don't know what the men are doing in these particular areas, and somehow they can't. They have this innate kind of fear that, okay, we don't know what the men are doing. We've got to control that particular situation. We've got to get that control back. That's, I think, one of the main reasons MGTOW is kind of hated by women, even though we're saying that, you know what, we're just leaving you alone. I mean, isn't that what a lot of feminists wanted? A lot of women wanted, men are oppressors. Okay, what, we're leaving you alone. But no, they can't have that because they have no control of our space.
See, that's the thing that a lot of guys, it's like when you're in a relationship, and I always hate this situation. You're like, you know what? Just leave. I'm tired of this. Like, all right, bitch. And you go for the door. And they jump right in front of that motherfucker. Like, where are you going? What are you doing? Because it's all a little fucking stupid ass game. It's all a manipulation tactic, all that bullshit, and it's the most irritating shit in the world. See, like I said, women communicate indirect as fuck. So, and all of it is based off of reactions that you either past had or that they expect from you, or perceived mentality that you have. So all those things are going in cues of them to try to get a certain reaction out of you. Because like you were talking about, yes, it's a control they do want. You have to understand, just like how Fayaz, I'm going to butcher your name, so I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to call you FP. This is how FP said, women earn 40% of the wealth, but spend and control more than 80% of the wealth.
Yep.
Well, where do you think that's coming from? Yeah, I'm not going to say it because you motherfuckers already know. So in that situation, when you hear like you've got these female MRAs, you got these anti-feminist women, you got these feminist women like, yeah, good, go, good. But then you see them just pop around, just snooping and all this. It's like, bitch, stop, get the fuck on. Because they're playing that game. And my thing is, fuck the game. That's why we don't do that. That's why there's no females in our male discussions. Because we already know it's going to be nothing but bullshit. It's going to muddy it, and it's going to turn into being about them. And the whole thing they want is just straight up fucking compliance. That's what they really want. And then they're going to bring around the simps and the white knights to try to get that. And when that doesn't work, they'll go and take it a step. They'll kick it up a notch higher. It's always how it works. And the guys who don't see that, well, they're fucking idiots. Those are the motherfuckers who are, again, those will be the males who are always going to be part of the problem. Because they don't give a fuck what's actually trying to be achieved, what's trying to be accomplished, what's trying to be conveyed. No. In their minds, it's too difficult for them to actually try to find a different mentality where reproduction is not God. They can't do it. And so they wiggle and squirm, and you take the English language, manipulate the shit out of it for their own benefit. And we see this constantly on a consistent level, and it will keep going on. My thing is, that's the whole reason why it's about you deciding your own individual shit, because it's manipulation, all this bullshit that keeps going on. Fuck all that. You live one fucking life, and let's be honest, as humans, our lifespan ain't that fucking long. Now you can either spend your time bullshitting around, manipulating, and trying to find some way that you're going to pee away the hell out of everything, or you can focus on yourself, your fucking passions, and what makes fucking sense for you to have an enjoyable existence. But what the fuck do I know?
Oh, you don't know shit, SFM. You're like a fucking...
I just... I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Jesus Christ. Am I even MGTOW, bro?
Nah, you're a fucking purple pillar. I'd actually call you a blue pillar, fucking cunt. This is actually something I read in I forgot. I think it was at No Ma'am, one of the blogs. So he was actually talking about a little of differences between women and men, and he kind of put this in a way which I actually absolutely loved. It was just an example of why it is. He was making a comparison. So he was saying that men actually love to watch sports, and we watch it for hours on end, and we memorize stats. We see the strategy. So when I'm watching football, by which I mean soccer, to you fucking Americans. To the rest of the world, it's football. So when I'm watching football, I'm actually looking at how the team's actually set up. I'm looking at the strategies, what they're playing. And so what we do is we actually thrive on these things. But women, they do the same thing when they're watching soap operas. They do the same thing as what we do when we're watching sports. What they do, though, is checking out social strategy.
Yeah.
They see social strategy everywhere in the soaps. You know how somebody manipulated her love interest, how to pit two people against each other, how to actually get somebody to fall in love with you, how to bag a rich husband, and so on and so forth. So what they do is, see, that's why soap operas are famous. Doesn't matter which part of the world it is, any fucking part of the world, soap operas are famous with women, are popular with women, and it's even what like magazines like Cosmopolitan and all that shit is full of social manipulation, because that is what women do. That's what their agency is. But the problem is when they do that, they have something called plausible deniability. Because they haven't done it directly, they get somebody else to do it. You can't blame them for that shit, because she got someone else to do it. In fact, this is actually one of the only things that they actually do properly. And they do it better than any fucking man can.
True that. It's the skill. They have the biological advantage, actually. It's one of the things. That's why it's easy to say for people to understand quite simply. Males evolved to be the predators and manipulators of the environment. Women evolved alongside to be the predators and manipulators of males. Quite simply. So yeah, that's exactly how it goes. I mean, there's some people like, well, no, they all don't do it. I'm like, you fucking idiot. It's an instinctual drive. Yes, they do. They automatically do it. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, well, no. So you're saying biological determinism. No, I'm saying survival.
Fayaz, do not underestimate women when it comes to social manipulation. Do not. You have no idea. You have no idea how much power they have. Absolutely no idea.
Well, we see it now already with a lot of the shit that's going on. Why do you think that every little dumbass movement, even though you can literally dissect and break down the bullshit in 10 minutes, like 10 minutes, like literally that's how long in fact, it doesn't even have to be 10, it can be 5. You can break down how it's bullshit, the contradictions, the hypocrisy, the straight up bullshit manipulation, all the shit. It's just broken down right there. People still go with it.
Dude, without that amount of control, and the ability to manipulate this societal structure, how do you think feminism even became so powerful?
Yep.
All of women's manipulations come with nagging and sex. What else do they need? Sex is what everybody wants. That's the whole point. That's the whole point, right?
I mean, we have guys who think that if they don't fuck a woman, they'll go gay or start fucking animals. I've heard motherfuckers say that shit out of their own goddamn mouths, and I'm like, what? And who told you that? And why the fuck do you believe that?
The whole idea about blue balls, and that if you don't have sex in some amount of time, you'll have some sort of sickness or some shit that it'll affect your health. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's not a thing.
You know what? Fucking jack off. Fuck off.
My thing is, you got to remember who's actually spreading that shit. And the thing that's the most hilarious part is, see, within women's manipulation of the social sphere, see, they don't have to. I've talked about this before. I talked about this a long time ago with Blue Pill Shovel. See, the thing is, they don't have to do all the hard work. Men are doing it for them now. That's it. They put that shit in a man's mind, all that other shit, and then he basically puts it on his buddies, and he's like, well, you want sex, don't you? Well, this is how you're supposed to do it. This is how you're supposed to act. This is how you're supposed to think. This makes sense. Blah, 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 blah. And then they go and they spout this shit to a bitch, and she's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. You're a good man, and blah, blah, blah. It's that simple. We literally are policing ourselves. At extremely high rates, of course. Because, I mean, number one, no one polices anyone better than men. Just give us the orders, tell us what is moral, tell us what is righteous, tell us what is virtuous, and bam. You've got your own, like, fucking soldier walking down the street, breaking fucking jaws every time he sees some shitty behavior that's not conducive towards what the female wishes. Yep. It's going to be a good Saturday today. I can feel it.
Yes, for them, feelings are more important for facts. But here's the thing. Men in general consider their feelings. And when they feel scared, you're going to go and protect them. You're not going to say, you know what, you're in a fucking a bunker with 6-inch steel-plated walls. You're not going to say that. You're going to say, okay, you know what, I'll go outside with a gun and guard the fucking door.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you're going to do. You're not going to say, you know what, you're just feeling it. It's not real. You think, what the fuck do you think is going to happen when you do that? She's going to say, you don't believe my feelings. You don't trust my feelings. Oh my God, I feel fucking bad. I feel sad and blah, 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 blah.
And the craziest thing is when women start crying, it actually can lower your testosterone. Fun fact. So yeah, it actually serves an extreme manipulative purpose. And they can turn that shit on. A lot of people are like, no, bullshit. When women cry, it's real. I'm like, no, the fuck, it's not.
No. They can't. When women cry, it's not always real. I'm sorry. It's
literally, you have to think about it like this. So if they're crying can lower some of your testosterone, in a sense, it's almost like a defense mechanism that could be used. Because really, it's supposed to be the crying is supposed to be a signal. Like, I'm in extreme pain, extreme danger. I'm gonna die. Save me.
Yeah, it is a reaction.
Yell out like that.
It is a reaction. We do react to it in that way,
and we react to that biologically.
Yeah, once the crying starts, we calm ourselves down.
That is why, growing up, I had this. When a woman started crying, I'd walk the fuck away. Because I didn't know what it was, but I'm like, something about this is bullshit, and so I'd walk away. Needless to say, I don't know how many of them let me walk away.
Oh, yeah,
but yeah, that was just my main response. Like after a while, my response was like, something's off about this. This is bullshit. I'm walking away from this bullshit. Fuck this. And then you also have to remember about all the white knighting and how it's perceived. Someone sees a woman crying, they see you standing there. Immediately, you did something to her. They need to save her. Because you got to remember, her crying is supposed to be a response to extreme pain or danger, shit like that. At least
that's how we perceive it, yes.
Yeah. Which, in fact, that story should have never been called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It should have been The Bitch Who Cried for No Reason. That's what it really should have been, because they do it all the goddamn time. And see, that's why one of my younger brothers came up with a theory. He was like, that's probably why it was used to be an acceptable thing for men to smack the shit out of women when they were being hysterical like that. Because they were sending a false signal. It wasn't real. In fact, they were literally going to cause a situation through that. Because nothing actually was going on. They're lying. And I don't mean like start beating the shit out the bitch. I'm talking about just the good old movie slap. You know, get it together, bitch. What are you doing? I know right now nobody is looking at me right now. They're like,
fucking misogynist. You
they're just like, see, I told you he was bad for MGTOW. See what I'm saying? That shit right there.
You're fucking misogynist. You hate women. You absolutely hate women. You want to see them die.
My thing is like, dude, here's the thing. Number one, I've already went into the whole I don't hate women thing. I don't hate women. Annoying as hell. Yeah.
You're not fucking around.
Like, really, they are annoying as hell, I'll be honest. Here's the thing. If you're a guy and you're talking to a woman, take away wanting to fuck them. Just like if you have that type of discipline, just take away wanting to fuck them and then listen to everything they're saying. You're like, what? Why am I talking to this bitch? She has not conveyed anything useful at all. Fuck this. I got other shit to do.
Yeah, that's something. So like next time you're talking to a girl, I mean, seriously, the best way to do it is next time you excuse yourself, go to the bathroom, rub one off, and come back and sit. It's not like, okay, you can't mentally prepare yourself, okay, take sex off the table. Honestly, fucking rub one off, come back and sit with her and start talking. Then you'll notice the difference.
Yeah. You'll notice that, guess what? Those chemical highs were literally, the reproductive drive for males is so strong, it literally can fuck with your thinking patterns. And it does it on purpose. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest. Like I said before, think about it. The moment you don't want sex from a bitch, you really don't care. It's like you go ahead, you do your deed. The bitch is irrelevant. She's irrelevant as fuck. You're like, hey, I got better shit to do. I need to get back to doing stuff. Fuck. And then you start noticing, like, hey, I think nature is a douche. No, nature is a bitch. Because literally, like, think about it. Without those chemical highs and chemical dryers, you'd be like, well, yeah, they're just these annoying little small things that have babies that run around here. I mean, every once in a while, we gotta like put a gun to a dude's head, and he goes and pops a couple in him, and then we all get back to work. They live in their own little colony over there. It's a shithole. Every once in a while, we send Carl and Job over there to fix some things. Yeah, but let's get back to these fucking rocket ships and these hoverboards. And I mean real hoverboards.
Yeah, not the fucking shit that
segue without goddamn handlebar.
Okay, so okay, answer me this: why do you think females are so fearful of male autonomy?
Well, wait, what's autonomy?
Complete independence. It's just men doing their own thing.
Oh, well, yeah, because there's a problem with that. Like, again, we've talked about this. Women collect resources indirectly. Protection is done by males. Provision, males. Everything that's made, males. Literally, just everything. Like, bigger, stronger, smarter, more capable, abstract thought. Just the list goes on and on. And so here's the thing. Women are vicious as fuck. And leave them to their own. Well, shit, we're seeing it now. Leave them to their own device and let them run shit. And you'll start noticing something. Other women are trying to escape. See, the women who are acting like all that traditional shit, and you see these bitches just run into, like, well, no, this is my man, he takes care of me, I'm a housewife, blah, blah, blah. She's trying to get the fuck away. He's like, fuck all that shit. It's a lot simpler. This makes a lot more goddamn sense. And plus, I don't have to be responsible for shit. Because
okay,
they can't deal with
I'm going to ask you again. Okay, explain in one sentence.
What?
Answer to the same question. Why do they hate male autonomy?
I don't know. I feel like you set me up for something. Now I feel insecure about my words. I'm like, I don't. I thought I answered, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. Fuck it. You answer it. I don't know.
I think you answered basically. It's basically fear of abandonment, fear of the lack of resources being spent on them. Because if men are autonomous, they care only for themselves, they govern only themselves, what's going to happen? I mean, it's what we're doing, right? We're looking after ourselves. We're not going to, send our resources on another woman, except for, of course, taxes, which we don't have a fucking choice to give. But yeah, but I think it's purely the fear of complete abandonment, starvation, fear of that resources coming in. Because if you create a society with purely men, and if you create a society with purely women, you can fucking guarantee for sure that this female society is going to crumble and tumble as fucking fast.
Even if all the males just leave them alone. That's the funniest thing. That's what I love so much. We don't have to interact. There doesn't have to be some roving band of dudes who just goes over and pills and plunders that shit. No. If you literally just left them straight to their own shit, they would fucking murder each other. It would all be fucked up. It would all be bad. By their own actions. Themselves. And I remember they made a comment, I forgot what it was. They said if guys went out, they would all start fucking each other. And I'm like, well, actually, that's bullshit. Because number one, male sexuality is a static thing. You're heterosexual, you're fucking heterosexual. That's just it. Women, on the other hand, well, they don't even have to be alone. They'll just start fucking each other. They don't give a shit. They do it all the time. So they'll switch from fucking each other. They're like, oh, nope, I got a baby daddy now. And it's like, what, bitch? I thought you was a ride or die lesbian. What the fuck happened? Oh, well, you found out that, guess what? You thought she was a dude, bro. No, that's just a woman. You idiot. Doesn't matter if she put on woman clothes or anything like that, or male's clothes or anything. It's just a woman. Women don't give a flying fuck. It's literally all about them no matter what. And as far as morals and all that high standing and highfalutin shit, they're not a thing about that. They don't give a fuck about that. That doesn't serve their purpose. So literally what you'll see, even if they had their own all-female society, you'll see what we see now. You'll see women basically attaching themselves to women who play the role of male. And they actually do a really bad job at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're fucking terrible at it. And so we see that now. Now go ahead and blow that up on a macro, and it's gonna be the dumbest shit in the world. Because you gotta understand, women don't actually understand masculinity. They don't understand males. They understand how to manipulate us, sure. They understand like the base shit, really. But the complexity of the male mind is something that will always be lost on them. Because to them, you have to understand from their perspective on the manipulation that they do with us. Basically, it's the main thing is just sex. That's it. It's just sex and fighting and resources. That's it. They're like, there's nothing else to them. Painting, who gives a fuck about painting? That doesn't make no money. Shut up. And so, yeah, when you see if one of those, I guess, female utopias actually spring up, it would actually be a mocking of what it actually is to be. It'd be sort of like a fake recreation that would function horribly. It wouldn't make sense. You look over at the male side, you see the progression, you see all this shit, you see all these things being built, all that type of shit. And then you look at because they think that the male side would be nothing but warring, fighting, and all that shit. Well, yeah, certain dudes would break off into groups that would be a thing based on interest and shit like that. But think about reality, a lot of the males would be like, you stay there, we'll work together. They literally would build their own sufficient nation or country. It'd literally be a whole thing to be trade, to be all that shit, everything. But on the female side, the way they work, you remember they have to collect theirs indirectly. So those who even play the role of male would still succumb to their female instincts. And it'd be just a fucking shit show.
But have you seen the fact that domestic violence is highest among lesbian couples?
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I was talking about. This because they put on this pseudo masculinity. They don't get what it is. And you got to remember this. So in a sense, in their minds, basically they're the male. Because this is how they see it. You got to remember from their perspective, the male controls everything. He's just this dominant present force. You get out of line, he's gonna smack you up. It's almost like the view of a fucking child, but women aren't children. A lot of them are adults, and that children should need to stop that. These are fucking grown adults who know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
All right, who the fuck disliked my video, bitches?
Exactly. And so, in a sense, that's why you see that higher in violence, right? Because, like I said, it's a pseudo masculine thing. And instead, what it is actually a female being dominant over another female. Now, we went into female aggression before. And as you can see,
I think we went on that on your channel.
Oh, what? I'm not getting notes. All right, I'm not doing that. I'm not looking for shit.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so basically, when it comes down to female aggression, and especially what we're seeing in a lot of these lesbian couples, this is pure speculation. I don't want nobody sending a bunch of LGBT motherfuckers at me like this motherfucker thinks he knows it. Like, I don't want to hear all that. It's just from my observations. Kiss my ass. And so when it comes down to the sense, like when it comes down to a male dealing with the whole resource thing and provision for the woman, which is actually like that is actually a driver. He knows that's what he does. So in his mind, he'll just make more. The kid's coming. He's going to even make more and more and more. Now, with women, though, in a sense, you have to remember dealing with those high stress factors and especially how they squander resources. So you got two motherfuckers who take so much money just to even, have around. And so in a sense, you'll notice that the more femme one is the one who's going to be doing the majority of spending. And the one who's not will be the one trying to play the pseudo-masculine role of the provider. And the reason why we'll go down is because, in a sense, all right, so I'm trying to say this without starting like a riot.
Go on.
He's like, no, do it. Just fucking do it. So in a sense, because she is still just a woman, not really capable of that high performance and high threshold of stress and enduring that towards the abstract thought of gaining those higher amounts. And so in a sense, all right, easiest way. You ever seen two female argue?
Nope. Yeah.
The emotional validity of that situation.
The way how women decide who wins a fucking debate or an argument is by who actually emotionally manipulates the other person into submission. It's not the truth that matters. It's not the facts that matter. It's about feelings. If one can actually emotionally manipulate the other one to submit, that person has won.
Oh no, I'm lost on my own shit. I don't even know.
What the fuck? When did Benjamin come in? I didn't even notice.
He's been here.
I didn't even fucking notice.
He's been sitting here. Like he's been here for a while. He's been showed up.
Fucking Benjamin, come on, talk.
He might be.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh,
How you doing?
Hey, man.
We were just talking about the female utopia and how females will enact super violence on others.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Bam. That's all we need. That sums it all up. Well, no, because when you look at actual female aggression and how it's enacted on other females, the main thing is one thing to always remember is that's why you'll see a lot of these groups of females just gaggling after each other or taking one and just taking that bitch out. Like they want to make that bitch as ugly as possible and drop her SMV. Because the female competition is a high thing. It's about attention, all that. A lot of it when you're out in the public sphere can be noticed in very subtle ways of how they're basically trying to get more attention towards them. And because I've always said before, the attention is all right, TV starting shit. All right, the attention is basically a means of an avenue for resource collection, validation of the ego, all that good stuff. He just threw me off. I'm looking up lesbian domestic violence stats. This is bullshit.
Because
I talked to a couple actual lesbians before, the ones who dress up like dudes and all that shit, and they're like, yeah, that shit happens all the goddamn time. It's an ongoing thing. And the blue pilliest way I could explain to her, I'm like, all right, well, so you have a man and a woman, right? So the man is less inclined to hit the woman. He knows that there are certain things there that say no. It's not a thing. But if you got a man and his homeboy, they know that at any moment they could just pop off on each other and be perfectly fine. Like even over here in the US, we have a thing called mutual fight. So basically, in a sense, both agreed to the fight. They fight, bam, and then after that, the police will break it up and you go about your own way.
Yeah.
So in a sense, when you take on that mentality, like, all right, well, I'm a guy, I can hit a guy, that's perfectly fine, but I can't hit a woman. And the woman knowing that the male could probably destroy the shit out of her, but most likely nowadays won't, because we all know how that social conditioning and the legal status is. Now, when you take that similar point of what I was talking about when it comes to the male and his other friend, now you've got two lesbians, they're both female. Nothing says they can't beat the shit out of each other. Nothing says that the more physically dominant one can't just go ahead and beat that bitch. Nothing's stopping her. What is there? What, domestic violence laws? Who gives a shit? Who I don't know. Who did what? I don't know. I don't know how that normally
no, honestly, lesbian couples, how did they check domestic violence? I mean, if both are crying and saying the other one hate me, what the fuck are you gonna do? You're gonna you're gonna arrest the one that looks more like a male than the other one? I don't know what the fuck.
But no, even the ones that look like dudes, like dressed like dudes, they turn that female shit on, bam, like that.
Oh yeah, that they do.
So my thing is, like, I don't know, it's the weirdest things in the world. It's dumb. Like the reason why I've been stumbling so much over it, because logically it don't make sense. All right, I'm sorry, I can't deal with shit like when it don't really add up, and I can't get on a logical thought path. I gotta stumble around, and I'm hoping that it'll just come to me, and it's not.
Why the fuck is JK calling Shingles a poser?
Hey guys, is this going live to YouTube right now?
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah. What the fuck do you think this was?
Oh yeah, well, I don't know. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, you know?
All right.
Okay, every Saturday this time, I'm always live.
Well, there should be more people. That I don't know. I just have that expectation.
All right, Ben is mad now. He's like, you know what? This is bullshit. You guys are dropping on your game. Normally there should be like 8 more icons in this motherfucker. I don't see them. It's bullshit. He just got called out.
Oh fuck. Well, I don't know. Some say that the lesser people you have, the more the people who are actually on can talk. Some people,
I've been hearing that complaints.
A lot of people. So, look, anybody wants to come on my stream, they're fucking welcome. I I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if they have a problem with me or not, but nah, who the fuck cares, right?
Not.
Who the
Doubt
fuck?
Oh,
it.
look, it went from 2 to 1. So I guess as soon as we stop talking about lesbian shit, they're like, all right, yeah, they're back on track.
You know, if they actually want, if somebody does have a problem with me, come at me, man. Come at me.
I don't know. I actually now about that lesbian thing. No, I'm not. Actually, yeah, my mind just changed real quick. I'm not looking into that.
What the fuck?
Doing that. Well,
We're going all over the place. I'm talking about if anybody has a problem with me. You're talking about lesbian shit. He's talking about how many people are on. I think all three are different fucking tangents.
I don't know. I don't care about talking about lesbians. They're a non-fucking factor. I'm sorry. They literally are. They're a non-fucking factor. They're dumb as all hell. They make no fucking sense. Somehow they're after like this super special victim status that I don't see why anybody gives a flying fuck about. Let them have, in fact, start their own community somewhere. Go take your asses over there. Go do that. No one cares. They really don't give a shit. It's just like gay dudes. I don't give a flying fuck. Go be gay. Just go do that somewhere else. I don't give a shit. Leave me out of that. Just stop fucking with the laws and shit.
Do whatever the fuck you want. Just let us be us. That's it.
Yeah, like, dude, no one cares. No one gives a flying. Look, they really think somebody no. Believe me, the only motherfuckers who give a fuck are the motherfuckers who like laws, super Christian or some shit, or super traditionalist, and they're just like, we need to have way more people making babies, and this like 0.04% is a problem. Motherfucker, no, it's not. It really isn't. No one actually gives a fuck but that guy. Like that guy and his like group of 36 people. I know that was a weird number, but that's probably how many people are there railing against it. Him and those 36 people are the only ones who gives a flying fuck about like probably that 1,000 people they're talking about. Out of how many? Yeah, like some millions. So no one cares at all. Period. Doesn't matter. Nothing special about it. And no, she's not a dude, bro. It's just a woman. I literally knew of a stud. That's what they call them. The women who dress like men. They call them studs for some reason. Why? I have no fucking clue. Stud for like, I don't know how long, all these relationships with women and blah, 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 and all this shit. Well, the bitch is pregnant now and living with a dude, and I think they're going to get married or some shit.
Wow. Why the... Okay, I don't understand the whole stud.
Yeah, I had a female relative who was a lesbian for a really good portion of her life. She's with a dude now. I guess that being broke shit just ain't fun.
Okay.
Yep. I'm pissing off everybody there. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I guess it's that type of Saturday, man. I don't know. Like, until the death threats start rolling in, I'm like, man, maybe I haven't made good enough points yet.
Who the fuck comes on here and gives death threats? I haven't actually seen a death. I've actually got a few hate mails, but that was quite some time ago. Nothing recently.
I have people call me a low-level thug, a white supremacist.
How the fuck are you a white supremacist?
There's a few people. I got called a coon. Let's see. I don't know. I've been called some weird shit. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? These motherfuckers ain't listening to shit. They ain't listening to nothing. They just heard one part was like, done. Fuck this dude. That's how it went. They just got pissed off. They're like, fuck it. What did he just say? Oh, turning it off. I don't give a fuck about his explanation. I'm turning it off. So this is some hateful shit. Fuck him. It's like, all right, but you ain't gonna hear all the other shit though. Like, I don't give a fuck. All right, whatever.
SFM, you're a white nationalist.
Dude, stop doxing me.
How the fuck is that doxing?
I don't know. It's funny to be called like a white nationalist. I'm like, oh, what? Like, I remember, like I was talking about when I talked to that this little white regressive chick, and it's like she wanted to call me a racist but couldn't because I was talking about Trump.
Because you're black, she can't say that.
Hashtag save black. And I laugh because I'm like, dude, there's some racist ass black people. What the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Well, because you seeing some of the shit they be saying? Like, dude, that's racist as fuck.
There are a shitload of racist black people. There are a shitload of racist Indians, Asians. Fucking, every single country can be racist. Every single race can be racist. Nobody's
like-
fucking excluded. But then they bring in this, this sort of a different explanation or a definition, right? With discrimination and power. So since black people don't have power, they can't be racist. I mean, like, what the fuck? You're a fucking black president, so what? Black people don't have power?
Because dude, it's just my thing. And the victim status gain is about just it's like literally, they just want to be on top without doing really any work. That's it. They just want to be given shit. Nobody wants to really work for it. They're like, fuck, work for it. Nah, fuck all that. That's too much. You just give me shit. Why? Again, you socialist motherfucker. Yeah, MGTOW Indian explained to me what socialism is. So, yeah, I'm learning to spot it more and more.
You can see a lot of. I think there are a lot of communists in your area as well. Socialists. I really don't know the exact. Okay, whatever it is. Fuck that. Let's just forget about.
I know Marxism equals. Feminism equals Marxism equals communism equals I forgot the last part. Oh, just equals we're fucked really. And, oh yeah, collapsed economy. And then bitches choosing between food or tampons.
Wasn't there actually a sign during the Women's March saying that if men can get their shaving accessories for free from the government, why the fuck should we pay for?
Wait, who the fuck is getting raises and shit for free?
I don't fucking know. That's the fucked up part about that sign.
What? All right, I'm sorry, but now a lot more women. Like I was looking at an IQ scale earlier, and like literally, TFM actually wasn't wrong about females' IQs. They literally, they sit around a certain point. They don't really get much higher. Like when you start seeing the numbers
in the middle,
as it goes on, you're like, dude, there are a lot more dumb bitches than they're putting on.
But the thing is, I think there are a lot more dumber men as well. But we're actually a little bit more spread out, right?
Yeah.
We've got a shitload of dumb men, but at the same time, a lot of fucking geniuses as well. Women, most of them just sit right at the center, average.
Yep, that's it. Like this is an average.
Very few, good intelligence or geniuses that you can call it. Very few of them. But I don't know. This IQ test, there's still a lot of, I guess
Soup is here just to motivate some titties. That's what he came in for.
Pump and dump, SFM.
I'll be right back.
Wait, how the fuck do you get the link? Oh yeah, okay, water cooler. Pump and dump. Yes, go on.
Oh, I'm not welcome, MGTOW Indian.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Now I'm just wondering how you got in. I'm like, wait, what? And then I realized, okay, it's in the water cooler, and you're actually there in the water cooler. I forgot. Dude, I put it there for anybody to come in. I've never said nobody's welcome.
No worries.
So, Soot, what's happening with you?
Yeah, just wanted to jump in, enjoying the weekend, relaxing. So, yeah.
Are you outside or is your mic that grainy?
Oh, does it sound bad?
Okay, now it's actually better. And I'm hearing my echo.
No, but I was thinking, about all the simping. Like, just every time I go out, I literally see, like, obese women and, like, decent-looking dudes. And I'm like, how is this even possible? You know? It's, like, really gross.
Yeah, I've actually got a Facebook. He's a friend from back in my school days. And the guy makes a shitload of money. I think he makes like around £300,000 a year or something. And he's dating this fat, ugly fucking bitch.
Makes sense.
They're going to, I think recently they just went to France or something, and I'm wondering, what the fuck is he doing? He's clever, extremely intelligent. He's got an amazing fucking job. He's only 30. He's already making £300,000, not dollars, pounds a year. And he's dating a fucking whale.
Well, let's delve into that mentality right there of why that would even be such a choice to even do.
Please explain it to me. I really don't understand.
All right, so when we look at what nowadays will just spread around the mentality of most men, and you see it a lot, is that basically what you're doing is what is expected, and you're no better than anybody or know any woman who doesn't do that or some bullshit. Blah blah blah. Nawalt, basically he's fucking a land wall because that's gonna be the bitch to treat him right, even though it's gonna be funny when that bitch loses weight and just takes raw shit. And that basically they spread the whole myth of what is that? Personality over attractiveness and blah blah blah. And guys are mentally fucked. All right, self-esteem wise, shot to hell. It's like they saw male self-esteem. Just a guy was holding it, bam, shot out his hands. The self-esteem tried to crawl back, and they just popped that shit 4 more times with a fucking 500 Magnum to make sure it was gone. Self-worth is out of there. Like if you're a dude right now, your friend should be like just out there, just slanging cock everywhere. Like that would normally be it. He's just out there, and the only bitch he's going to settle down with is a bitch where she's probably like early 20s, fucking petite, great shape, great face, all that shit. That would make more sense. But now within the advent of the destruction of masculinity and the male mentality, especially of self-worth, a lot of guys feel like they have this, I'm going off a different couple things here. They have this sort of like obligation to basically like save the fat bitches. Like it just makes sense. Like, yeah, you know, because these fat bitches are treated so wrong. Well, they're treating themselves wrong, you want to be honest. And it's just a myriad of things it could be, and it's very disturbing to me. Or maybe he thinks he's in the wall and that she'll never leave him and she'll be loyal and all that bullshit. I don't know. It's just some speculation. Well, y'all don't have your own speculation?
It could be actually, yeah, I think it's kind of close to what you said, but it could be actually men just capitulating to what, society keeps telling them, fucking fat is beautiful and so on and so forth. Look at what's inside the person rather than what's outside the person and all that sort of bullshit.
Yeah,
I think he's actually taken that in. And I think he's actually taken that in and
no women with
internalized
guts.
it.
All right, that's simple. No women with guts.
And I think he's actually internalized it to a certain extent. I don't think he actually has a low self-esteem because this guy is extremely confident.
Said self-worth.
Remember
when I say the self-worth, I'm talking about comparing themselves to that of just the average bitch.
No, I was going to actually say his sexual marketplace value is a lot fucking higher than this one. I mean, I'd have to say he'd probably be like a 3 or 4 points ahead of this bloody female. A lot more. I mean, he could easily get a good one, a lot better one. But yeah, he's going and being an idiot.
But isn't it the 80-20 rule where 80% of the women are after the 20% of men? So there's a shortage.
Why do motherfuckers keep running with that? They run with that so heavily. So you got to understand when it comes down to how women really go to see. That's the reason why you'll hear the phrase, you're just a motherfucker for that time. Because they're always looking to go up. I mean, you're just a guy around for now. And they do use placeholder dudes. That is a thing. A lot of guys don't get that. Like, you'll see the dude who's with this bitch. You're like, damn, she's attractive and all this other shit. When you start delving into more of what's going on, you really all you have to do is observe. And you'll notice, like, dude, she is looking like a motherfucker. She is frantically looking while just keeping this dude damn near on ice. Hashtag cereal box method. And there's a reason for that. They have a limited clock on how attractive they actually are and their fertility. But at the same time, remember, they do want to collect resources indirectly. They love the male attention, and they love sport fucking. So that 80-20 thing, in a sense, you're really talking about who they're probably going to, be with for the rest of their life, which is not even really a thing.
It's about who they want. And but the thing is, at a certain age, women realize, okay, I can't get that, so I have to settle. And so they go for the ones that they're not completely after. Like, they want the 20%. But if they can't have them, they'd rather go for somebody in the next 20% or so.
Yes. So in a sense, 80-20 is misused because they're making it seem like, well, there's just 80% of dudes out there. They just ain't fucking nothing. And that 20%, man, they are laying seed everywhere. What's your last name again?
No, they can. See, the thing, they can if they actually want. And women are more than ready to do it. but it's just that women don't have access to that 20% as much as they'd like to have access to.
Exactly.
Say in the dating scene or hookup culture, the 80-20 rule is present.
Well, even then, still, like I talked about with the sport fucking and all that, or just the cereal box method. What MGTOW Indian said actually lines up perfectly with that. See, in a sense, you have to understand. They understand their time. They don't have, like, let's be honest. Once a bitch hits about 30, nobody wants it. They're like, get the fuck on, you old bitch. Move out the way. So, of course, that along with the sport fucking will be a thing. See, the thing is, like a lot of MGTOW talk about how they're, in a sense, they're actually promising bitches that. Do you see? Did anybody see that creepy ass commercial with that old bitch with the young dude? That shit was weird as hell.
I
like
don't know what
old
you're
bitch,
talking
she
about.
lived with the young dude. I don't know, like they just got done fucking or something, and he was going to work or she was going to work. I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was weird as hell. And my thing is, they're putting on a delusion, and they're trying to get men to go along with it. But at the same time, most men, look, let's be honest, what we're after. We want something of legal age that, you know, is fit, good looking, and subconsciously fertile. So when it comes down to it, no, ain't nobody going after no old bitch who spent her whole life sport fucking looking for the 20%. But they're putting that in the minds like, yeah, you can do that. Look at this old rich bitch who got this dude. And it's like, all right, yeah, well, the bitch is rich, and well, guess what? The dude's only there because he wants some of that money. That's it. But the average bitch, let's be honest, ain't rich. Average bitch ain't even making that much. So that's not a reality for them. But they're sold on that. They go by that social consensus of bullshit. And then so what you see play out is factoring of all those things together with a plethora of old hoes just out there.
Yeah, and the more men they're with, the more emotional damage, the more dysfunctional relationships. It's
Whoa,
a downward
I'm actually
spiral.
gonna stop you
Absolutely.
there. Emotional damage, my ass. Really, what it comes down to is they know their worth is plummeting. So it's not really about emotional damage. In fact, the thing is, they're actually mad at those guys. Because in their mind, it's like, well, you were supposed to be this. You were supposed to be that, but you're not that. So a lot of people, oh, but she's so damaged through. No, she's not. She's just bitter and mad as hell. Because none of them were what she actually wanted. That's it. It's not that hard to understand. See, they always do that shit to put them in sort of like this victim status. They're not the fucking victims. They really are not. That's the most hilarious thing about it. They're not the victims at all. But what about what they're being fed? What about what men are being fed? Fuck you talking about? I know two problems don't make it. Who cares? I'm just saying, like, if you look at it through that, you have to understand, even within how everything is set up and a lot of the monkey branching, the 80-20 bullshit that's going on, all that, you'll start to notice one thing. Everything is set up so basically these bitches can just rung that ladder and ring out males on the way. That's why I talk about, they say the 80-20 and they're like, yeah, these guys just ain't getting shit. TFL. I'm like, no. You need to pay attention to what's really going on. A lot of these niggas are placeholder dudes. Or they're cereal box like a motherfucker. While this bitch goes out and tries to see if she can find that 20% dude.
Somebody better.
Yeah, but in reality, their clock is so short, that shit ain't happening, but they're deluding them more. Look at plastic surgery, look at makeup, look at all that shit. It's all bullshit. And it's all for that. Now, I understand hypergamy. I'm not saying hypergamy is some devilish shit. Like, oh, it's terrible. How are you going to try to pick the best genes to reproduce with, you bitch? Like, no, that makes perfect sense in reality when you look at mating. But my thing is, the problem that's being had is the delusions that's being set on both sexes. And it's causing a lot of this fuckery. Because my thing is,
especially through the movies. Absolutely.
Yeah, my thing is, see, no one would care if there wasn't any like legal consequences. Like if a bitch is like, oh, I'm done with him, and then she just left and that was it. That's just it. Or the dude left like, oh, I'm done with this bitch, and he just left and that was it. Nobody would give a fuck. But once those legal ramifications come in and they intensify and double down on that shit, because basically they're saying somebody's got to take care of these bitches, that's when you start noticing the downward spiral of fuckery. We're no longer. It's not something that is so simple. It's something that they convolute heavily, and people really have their lives destroyed by it.
Yeah, they're harming themselves, they're harming others, and they don't even realize it. That's the scary part.
Well, no, because they told that's what to do. They're told this makes sense. There's nothing keeping anything in. Well, the men are being kept in check. We're being kept in check very heavily. The female, on the other hand, no. You're basically letting a dependent run wild and telling them that they are the actual authority figure and they know what's best for everything. They don't.
Oh, they do. They know what's best for them.
My earliest red pill was when I was sitting around and I'm sitting back and I'm like, dude, why the fuck does it seem like every fucking female sits back like she is just the one, the moral police? She knows everything. She knows what's best. She's the authority of everybody. What the fuck is this? That doesn't even make sense. And then I started learning more. I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense. These bitches been lied to. Because, bitch, you are not the authority figure of shit. Maybe a child, until they get bigger and smarter than you. So, yeah, it's retarded. And everybody basically suffers from it.
Yeah, especially the children. Absolutely.
The thing is, that's the thing that's the difference between when a man says, well, the children are hurting, and the woman says, well, the children are hurting. See, the man knows that he knows what's best for the children. He knows exactly how to get them on track, make them functioning adults, help them, guide them.
Become a proper
woman
role model.
says
Tell them what to do.
Yeah, the woman is basically requesting more shit. Because she wants to be that third party collecting resources to give to the children. But let's be honest, she basically becomes the subject of it. She is the reason for the resources to be given to the children. But they're not given to the children, they're given to her. For her to do as she wishes. And basically just tell the kids to shut up. The extortion factor is high. It's fuck. They hold the kids hostage. They basically put the males into a system of submissive servitude. And all is well, I guess. But even though everybody's fucked up, mental disorders are on an extreme rise. Motherfuckers are just turning into some fucked up idiots. Idiocracy, the motherfucking movie, is becoming true. Like, it's all bad. But no, they tell you, Idiocracy. You never saw that?
Don't think so.
Water and plants with Gatorade.
Oh,
President-
fuck yeah.
President Camacho.
Oh, yeah.
It's got electrolytes in it. Like, literally, that's where it's headed.
Yeah, that's actually something that started out as a fucking comedy is fucking crap, and now it seems like a documentary.
Yeah, it's seeming more and more like that. Like, that's exactly how it's going. And motherfuckers want to ask us, like, well, you guys, you just need to go out and what? What are you going to tell me? Go find a wife? Go do some stupid shit, sacrifice myself? That's what you're going to say? That's all they got to say. They don't know anything else. It's lost. Even though all the text, all the books, all the knowledge, it's all there. They just don't want to look at it. And then the way they interpret it is fucking horseshit. Like, dude, it's just at this point, like, you'll see, like, what's going to happen is eventually, like, famous scholars and shit are going to start being bashed for shit they said that was about what they perceived in reality around them. And they're going to say, look, men have always been sexist. Look at this shit. But these were the guys who actually came up with some of the fundamental principles to keep our society up and going. But nope. My thing is, the truth will always be skewed. Human language, the meanings behind words, or what's trying to be conveyed, will always be skewed towards the benefit of those that have nothing but foul intentions and have no clue what it would actually do or take to make sure that the best interest for the whole species is a thing. Now, I'm not standing on a podium saying I know, but I damn sure know it's not what's going on now. This is bullshit. So I don't know, man. gonna be a hard life. Man, I need to hurry up and get 50 and die.
Fuck hard life. I'm gonna live my life and enjoy it. I'm gonna travel the world. I don't want to visit all the countries, but I do visit some few selected ones.
See, look, you're being closed-minded. Why don't you want to visit all the countries?
No, I. Okay.
Yeah, payback, motherfucker.
For example,
I
don't want to go to Saudi Arabia, for God's sake.
What?
All right. I mean, fucking hell no. I have no fucking clue what sort of shit fucking rules they have there. And yeah, I would actually go to a lot of countries in Africa. So fuck you, SFM.
Hey, what? Hey. No, don't put it back on me. You and your obvious hate for the Middle East.
Hey, it's one country. It's not about the others. I'm actually fine with the others. I guess I'm hoping. I don't know. As long as I've got, because I'm not gonna fucking go to war-torn fucking places with civil war going on.
Who is doing that? Who's going to war-torn places like that? Like, this is my vacation.
Dude, they're actually hiring people to go to Afghanistan as nurses from here, and people are going.
Fucking idiots.
So
we're gonna pay you this amount of money. My thing is, if you don't make it fucking back, that money don't mean dick. It don't mean shit. It literally don't.
Hey, Red Hood. I think MA's lurking. He keeps popping in for like a few seconds, type some shit in the fucking chat and disappears.
Like, that just makes no fucking sense. A lot of people don't see that the incentive isn't worth what you're actually gonna go through. They don't think about it that way. And then some of them actually, they actually think about it, but in reality, there's another benefit they're gaining from it. I was over there. I was helping people. You can't tell me blah, 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 blah. Virtue signal. That's really what they're after. That virtue signaling factor. That holier than thou. The motherfucker just, I hate people who do that shit. It's irritating. You haven't experienced what I've experienced. You don't know. Blah, 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 blah. I'm right. How? What? You didn't really say anything. The fuck?
Okay, it's closing up to 12 o'clock here. So we'll shut this shit down. You're gonna start yours in like half an hour, correct?
Yeah.
Now half an hour.
It's already I already got it set up.
Oh, cool. So then, we'll just start up whenever.
Yeah. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna talk shit about everybody who commented. We don't want y'all to hear it. We're just like, we're gonna do some Sargon shit. Like, they're all idiots. They don't even get anything.
Yeah, I'll record the whole thing and put it online. Don't worry.
This is like SFM exposed.
Yep. SFM busted.
Like, we all knew it was true. It turns out the motherfucker is Edmore.
And he's a fucking white nationalist. And he's part of the KKK. He's part of the KKK.
We saw his desktop background.
He's infiltrated for years.
Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming on. Guys, till next week. And SFM, post your link in the chat so we can jump on there. And we will see you there. All right.
Because when you make them early, they don't pop up right when you go to your subscription thing. So
yeah. Anyway, guys, cheers. Bye-bye. Fuck off.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.